My name is Anthony Hehir. I am the Director of the Nutrition Improvement Program at DSM Nutritional Products, and I'm based at our headquarters in Switzerland, Europe. What we see really in the food value chain, so to speak, is a growing attention to the needs of consumers, because consumers have a much stronger voice today than they used to in the past. So the companies are trying to understand more and more what drives consumers, what excites consumers, and therefore what kind of products they will demand. The other thing that's also influencing heavily today as well, not only from consumers but also in response to government need and a public health need, is putting nutrition also quite front and center of the food industry, because we know that the food industry is delivering what we are consuming, and what we consume plays a big role in our nutritional status and therefore our health. Nutrition is also playing a big role in how food is manufactured, what the ingredients are, what the value chain might look like, what new ingredients might be used, what sort of packaging is being used, what novel ingredients might go in there. For example, also where ingredients are sourced, where raw materials are sourced, is all really driven by consumer demand, a deeper understanding of nutrition, and a growing consumer awareness about what it is they really want to consume versus or just consuming that is available. I think what we're starting to see is the food industry really wants to deliver valuable products for its customers. At the same time, we're starting to understand nutrition a lot better today than we did even 10, 20 years ago. And so there is a trend in reformulating several products to be more nutritious. For example, trying to reduce the fat or the sugar content, or reduce the sodium content. Perhaps making smaller portion sizes in response to growing obesity crisis and so on. Additionally, what we also understand is that it's not just about calories, but it's also about the nutritional density or the nutrient density of the food, in response to, as we see in this region especially, micronutrient deficiencies are very, very high. And so the food industry is trying to find ways to improve the macronutrient profile of their foods, but also how do they boost the micronutrient content and thereby provide consumers with a healthier product that is still attractive, that is still affordable, that is still going to be demanded by consumers. That is something that they face today, but it's a trend that I see that is happening as well. This is a key challenge, which is exactly what I and my colleagues are in Singapore to do. So we're here to host a 2-day event called SeaChange, which at its core is about working together with industry and governments and the other public sector like NGOs and donors to work together to find the best ways to deliver an affordable product that is demanded by consumers, that is aspirational for consumers, but that also delivers more nutrition. So it's not just about its calorie content, but that it also delivers micronutrients and delivers ultimately better nutrition for the consumer. That is a key challenge today, and something that we want to try and address, because industry feeds the world in a large way in many aspects. We want to try and find a way to marry that supply with really, really strong nutrition. And I think this is where, can there be lucrative business models? I believe yes. But do we have to think outside of the box? Most likely. So we can innovate frugally, we can make small incremental innovation changes in a product's recipe, or maybe trying to reach a new target consumer. But if we want to improve on the nutritional status of those most vulnerable, we have to probably think about radical ways in which we reach them. So what is the distribution channel? Is it via a social business? Is it via a completely unthought of channel that is not perhaps formal or informal retail? And how do we deliver what it is that consumer needs, but instill in a product that they really want and that they can demand and enjoy and aspire to buy, that is affordable? Again, one of the questions that we'll be looking at, but I believe it is absolutely possible, and we will find a way. For us, our business is all about, in nutrition, it's about micronutrients really. How do we put micronutrients into food that is most commonly consumed, be it a staple food, be it a therapeutic food, be it a beverage, a supplement, and even snack foods and more processed foods. Our goal is to improve the micronutrient status of those at-risk consumers through the foods that they are habitually consuming. So a lot of our effort goes exactly into product development, design, and working with our customers in their value chain to deliver those to consumers in a way that is affordable, is aspirational. So a lot of what our expertise is really about formulating a product and then working with our customers who know their consumers better to be able to deliver something that is demanded and aspired to. Exactly, again, this, how do you increase the micronutrient profile of a product without altering its taste, because taste is king, without making it far too expensive and out of the affordability of the consumer, and that it fits with our customer's brand. Delivering nutrition has to make sense for the brand as well, and that's something that we do very, very closely, both in-house but also with our customers, is making sure that we can deliver a product that the consumer finds appealing, that contains the nutrients that they need, and that is affordable for them to consume or to purchase. And that's something we work on with our customers hand in hand. If you think about improving micronutrient deficiencies, or reducing them, we have some long-standing partnerships with key governments in developing countries, also with key UN organizations and NGOs who are closer to the beneficiary, helping them to improve the nutrition solutions that they offer their beneficiaries. But in addition, we work closely within industry as well. A good example might be Partners in Food Solutions, which is a couple of private sector organizations who lend their expertise to an NGO to reach out to small African food producers to improve their process and ultimately the nutrition of the products that they can provide their consumers. So I think this partnership impact and effect is absolutely important, both within public sector and in private sector. Well, the initiative that we run, that I'm responsible for, the Nutrition Improvement Program, it is our mandate within the company to work with partners, be they customers, governments, NGOs, implementing agencies, donors, work with them to develop nutritional solutions that address micronutrient deficiencies. We have some partnerships and some activities that are very global. We have some that are very specific to one region and not in another. We have certain activities that might be specific to a particular staple food, like rice fortification, or like emergency foods that are used by UN agencies. So depending on the geography and depending on the micronutrient need, really dictates the way that my team and I engage.